back to Little Johnny's garage. As you see, and as you've seen in the shorts, Mad Minion right here, it's finally up on the tracker frame. Oh yeah, running and driving. Drove it around a little bit already. Ooh, it's gonna be a lot of fun when it's done. But let's bring you in and show you everything that needs done. Alright guys, so as you see, it's up on there. It looks good. Walk you around here. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Everything's lining up really good. My fenders are just kind of set up there. Got one bolt in at the top. I just wanted to check the alignment of everything. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. But as you see, I got to cut the floor of the tracker down. But the body of the Vega is actually sitting down there. So all that's got to be cut and moved back. And up here, I've got to bring, like I was showing in the short video, I've got to bring this down just a little bit. So that way it's sitting on top of the other firewall. And then once we do that, and in here, I've got to figure out how I'm going to bring, well, once that floor comes up and everything, I'm going to either pie cut or just make my own trans tunnel right there. I mean, I don't really need it. It could probably just be a flat floor. But I'm going to figure something out for there to kind of match it all in, make it look good. As far as, sorry about the glare, but as far as the dash and everything goes, I'm just going to build my own. I'm going to use some of the tracker dash and some of the Vega dash and just kind of merge it all together and make my own dash using fiberglass and the plastic. So there's all that. But yeah, other than that, she's all together. Got lots of cutting to do yet to get it right. But I mean, this thing is gonna be awesome. It sits on there really nice. All the way down the side. I mean, it's lined up really good, so comes the fun part of putting everything back together, welding it together. So what we need to do is weld and cut, start getting it all together. Door's still shut really nice. Nothing tweaked. Nothing's been out of shape, so door's shut good. But here's a little better view of what I got going on back here. So that floor there will actually come up and meet the Vega floor. It's that part right there, that trans tunnel. You can see how much of a difference I have. So yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is cutting a section of that trans tunnel out, bringing it down to meet into the other trans tunnel, and try and keep it as well, as stock looking as I can. But because the tracker right there is where it stopped, that's as far back as the trans tunnel really went. I mean, it went back just a touch further, but not much, and didn't go into the back seats like this one does. So we'll get that all figured out, and then of course I got to run all my wires and hide all them and make that all look good. And then we'll start getting the interior and everything else put together and done up, but that's further down the road. I've got a lot of welding and cutting and stuff to do yet, and I got to clean it out. I still got a bunch of crap in here. So yeah, we'll get it going and get everything lined up better, get this down further, so that way, yeah, because you can see I got the gap But yeah, we'll get that set down onto that so it all matches up, and then we'll weld that solid. I'll make a piece of metal to go across here to cover that up. But otherwise, everything lines up really good. There wasn't, it doesn't sit up tremendously high. It doesn't look stupid. I mean, yeah, it's not everybody's favorite because, it's made it into a 4x4 instead of doing it a hot rod and putting a V8 in it. You ruined the car. I didn't ruin it. If I ruined it, I would have left it sit and rust away and rot away, but I didn't. I am putting it back on the road, and I'm going to be driving it, and I'm going to be showing it off, and, all that kind of stuff. That's the type of stuff that kind of irritates me is, somebody getting into the hobby, and you got all these other guys telling you that you ruined it, or, it's a waste. You wasted it. Well, how did I waste it when I built it? I built it to go back on the road. Wasting it would have been leaving it for 30 years and, I'll get to it one day. I'm just going to let it sit in the backyard and rot. Well, that's a someday project that I'll never get to. And I'll just let it rust away and be ruined forever. And nobody will ever enjoy it. Now, here it is. Runs and drives, and I can get in it and drive it right now. So, sorry about the little rant. It just kind of irritates me that, you show something that you've poured your heart and soul into, and something you enjoy, and you got people that are going to sit there and bash you and talk crap on what you did because they don't like it. They don't understand it. And they don't like it. Well, if you don't like it, keep your comment to yourself, because I'm trying, there's people like me that are trying to get into this, and, they want to build something. Let them build it the way they want. Just tell them, yeah, good job, you did good. Move on. Don't tell them that they wasted it or ruined it or anything like that. Keep that kind of comment to yourself, because that takes the fun out of it for a guy like me or somebody else coming up that wants to get into this. Now they don't want to show their car. Now they don't want to bring it out because you guys are hating on it and telling them what a piss poor job they did, or they didn't build it into a hot rod like you would have or something like that. And you're basically telling them, I don't care whether you can build it or not. You didn't build it the way I would have built it. Well, that's to each their own, and that's the way it should be. Let the people enjoy their car. Sorry about the rant again. It just kind of irritates me that I've had people telling me that. And I put a lot of research into this to build it. I researched the wheelbase and what would fit and what wouldn't fit. I didn't want it sitting up on, square tubing off the frame to get it to fit. I didn't want to have to cut down a frame. I didn't want to, have to do a whole bunch of modification to the frame and drivetrain and all that. This, I literally cut the floor, cut the firewalls out. I cut the tracker down, like the body of the tracker. I didn't cut any frame or nothing like that down. And I set it down onto it. Yes, I do have to cut stuff. But once I weld it back together and put the body mounts where it needs to, it all lined up good. It didn't line up great, it lined up good. And, I don't have to modify the wheel wells because, as you can see, it sits in there where it's supposed to. Same thing up here. It sits in here where it's supposed to. That's because I did the research. I took a lot of time to do this. This thing's been sitting for 3 years in my garage. Granted, I've been deployed. I've been mobilized. So it sat for those times too. But since I've been working on it and everything, I did all the research. it lines up. It does look nice. I mean, yes, besides the floor sticking out and looking like crap and the interior and everything looking like crap right now, I did a good job. To me, I did a good job. But sorry again for the rant. It's just one of those things that gets to me, because people are out there that will tell you that you ruined it, you didn't do it right. Don't listen to them. You know, if this is what you want to do, and you know you have a passion for it, do it. I'm putting my stuff out there because maybe I'll inspire somebody else to build something. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get a bunch of hate for it. I don't care. But, you know, I put it out there to show you that if you put in the time, put in the research, you can make anything happen. I have this where I just drove it around the block a couple minutes ago, and it wasn't running for 3 years. And I can finally drive it around. Yeah, I've got a lot of wiring to do, wiring up the taillights and stuff like that. Who cares? It's little stuff. And I got welding to do. Who cares? I can still enjoy it. I can drive it now. I can get in it and drive it around the block. I can pull it in and out of the garage. Clean the garage floor, finally. Clean my garage. As you can see, it's a disaster from building this. But other than that, sorry about the rant, guys. It just one of those things that gets to me. And, you know, I'm out here trying to inspire people, and I'm showing off my progress, my work that I did. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, who cares? But subscribe, share it. Let's keep going. Let's grow the channel, and we'll have more projects. Thanks.